Okay, so welcome to the guide on how to have both versions of the Isle installed. So, here we are. We finally downloaded it, the game, the Isle. When we open it up, when you first download it, here we go. And we are on the version of the game called Legacy, which a lot of people don't realize there are actually multiple versions of the game. So here I am in my normal Legacy version, which is the basic default that it will download for you when you get it off Steam. Now, a lot of people want to play Evrima as well, which is the beta version, which is the main one you sort of see in a lot of the YouTube videos. The problem is when you swap between them in Steam, it overrides your previous version. So you've got to continuously download Legacy or Evrima depending on which you want to play. This doesn't have to be done. We've got a way to get around it, and I'm going to show you how. If you go into your local drive, you go into Steam Library, Steam Apps, and then Common, you're going to see your folder for the game The Isle, which is from Steam, obviously. So here, right now, this is Legacy. It contains all the files of Legacy. When I load the game, this is the file that Steam is looking for to boot up. So what you want to do to avoid it saving over this file every time you go between Evrima and Legacy is you just simply rename it. So I like to do something really simple. I'll just put an L in front of it, which will make that now my Legacy version. And when I go into Steam and play around with the settings, it's not going to be overriding this file because it doesn't recognize it anymore because of the different name. So if I go into Steam, we find the game, right click on that, hit Properties, go into the betas, and then you can click on Evrima. So when you do this, it's going to start a new game download. Don't worry, that's good. What that is doing is putting the Evrima version of the game onto your computer. So here you can see I already have it. But basically, once you've finished that download, you will have one folder called The Isle, which will now be your Evrima version. And you will have the one that you've renamed, which for me is L The Isle for Legacy. So now, if I go back into my games and load The Isle, what you'll see is that this is going to now load Evrima, which makes sense. That's what I've just downloaded. So as we load up, here we go, Unreal Engine, perfect. And here we are. We are now in the Evrima branch of the Isle. So let's say you've got both of them downloaded now. How do you swap between the two on the fly? Well, once you get out of the game, you go back into your folders in your Steam apps, and all you do, like I was saying before, is you just rename the files. Again, I just use an E for Evrima and an L for Legacy, so that whichever one you want to play is just that basic folder name, The Isle. So as you saw, that took me all of about 10 seconds. And if I load back into this and now click the Isle, this takes me now back into Legacy. So this is how you can have both of your games installed, swap them on the fly, and you get to enjoy the best of both worlds. So enjoy, and I'll see you in game. Thanks.